Hello. Today's verse is a quote worthy of any mug or t-shirt. It's from Jeremiah chapter 32 verse 27. I am the Lord, the God of every person on earth. Is anything too hard for me? Very inspirational. Perhaps you've seen it on a poster. But it's quite a fair weather quote. It's the kind of thing we say when everything is going well and we thank God for our lovely lives, our lovely homes, our lovely children, our lovely jobs. God is in control and everything is, well, lovely. But it's not what springs to mind when life is hard so much. Then we say things more like, God, why are you letting this happen? Why don't you fix that? And we don't put that on mugs. But look with me at the rest of the chapter. It's always a good idea to put a verse into context, and when we do that, we get a bit of a shock. Life wasn't good for Jeremiah when he wrote these words. It was anything but lovely. The country was at war, for goodness sake, and if that were not bad enough, Jeremiah was in prison and having death threats for trying to warn people. So Jeremiah prayed to God, basically saying, "What the heck? What are you playing at, God?" And God replied with our verse. The start of this chapter gives us the story. The 10th year of Zedekiah, the 18th year of Nebuchadnezzar, comes out as 587 BC, the year that Israel ceased to exist as a nation. All of God's promises to Abraham, to Moses, the promised land, King David, whose throne was supposed to last forever, King Solomon and his temple, God's dwelling place, all this would be destroyed, wiped out by Babylon. This was definitely not lovely. So Jeremiah had a good whinge at God, which is no bad thing when you're feeling rotten, and God replied, "Is anything too hard for me?" Now, God wasn't going to stop the invasion. The Babylonian captivity would happen just as God had said, but this disaster was not the end. God would not abandon his children in Babylon. They would not go into exile alone. God would be with them in all the hard times as well as the easy ones. And that's not lovely. That's awesome. Pray with me. God, thank you for your promise that you are with us always. And thank you that nothing is too hard for you. Amen.